Hello. Did Teeks get first? Uh-oh. How are you guys? I think my co-working stuff is a little bit broken, so this is the screen you get. I know it's not the most entertaining because I'm going to be muted on and off. Still at work? God damn. Still at work and you still got first. What the fuck? Hello, Dobster and Kim. How are you doing, Nose? I like this layout. It's so chill. Yeah, it is. But I know for co-working it's a little bit difficult because there's really nothing interactive, if that makes sense. What was I trying to do? I was trying to log on to my Twitch. Let's see. Just so that I can type in the chat if I'm muted as well. How are you guys today? I was gonna say, how are you guys this fine morning, but it's late for some of you guys and it's evening for some. I should be going back to work soon. I'm amazed my TO hasn't reached out and be like, hello, you've been gone for 15 minutes. Whoops. But it's also not busy. There's no calls in the queue right now. We'll get one like every 3 minutes or so. Let's see. What the fuck? Where's my Twitch authentication? It has been a while. I know co-working is not the most entertaining for those who drop by and they're like, the fuck is this shit? Since I'm known to do Zenless. It's a bit hard. Okay. I should be back to moving. Hold up, I cannot see. Oh my god. Dark mode on, please. My eyes. Been 12 years since I've been in your stream. Yeah, I think I streamed like a week ago and it was also co-working, but half of my shit was broken. Just wake up from my lunch. Currently off my lunch. Wait, do you even eat lunch or you just take a nap on your breaks? It's okay for background noise while I do other shit. Yeah, I just have some chill music playing, but I can't hear it because I'm back on my work laptop. So I gotta put on the work headphones, which are gross. But yeah, what have you been up to other than work? Sorry if my mic sounds a little bit shit. Just because I have it a little bit at a distance, just so I can see my other screen for work. Nice and loud. Audio sounds great. Been trying to save money to pay tax on my car and get a house. Oh, you want to get a house this year? Man, getting a house is rough. This year, my partner and I, we're gonna try to save money to go to Colombia by the end of this year, so around December for a month. Dobby was just sitting on his bed. Yeah, I think it's because he gets too hot on his bed, so he tends to just lay on the floor. That's why I want to get him an elevated bed. You know, like those breathable, I don't know how you describe them. It's like a breathable elevated bed. Something like that. Yeah, apparently they're really good. Because Dobby, his second coat has come in, so yeah, we're coming into summer too. Plus, he doesn't use his bed to sleep anyway. He usually sleeps in our bed. I realized Kazusa checked in. I'm so sorry I've missed some people. I miss your VTuber model when she laughs. Wait, why? Is it really that derpy? Oop, at jail. I forgot that's a thing. Thank you for the follow, little comfy cozy. Welcome in. How are you today? I do apologize if I suddenly go quiet at times, just because I am currently working. I'm just waiting for a call to come in. Just contagious. I'm excited for Kimi 2.0. I wonder how that's gonna look. It'll be a while till we get there. Because I started that... If I remember, I started that project in... Oh my god. Late 2024? And then art was done by mid 2025 or something. Somewhere around the lines of that, yeah. VTubing projects tend to take quite a lot of time. But hey, patience is key. Guess what I've been doom scrolling on and went down a rabbit hole. What on earth did you go through? Where winds meet? I don't know. I don't know what people doom scroll these days. Oh. Oop, I had a call come in and they didn't even pick up. The fuck? I hate outbound calls. Outbound calls are fucking annoying. I don't know why we do them because it's just pointless, to be honest. Pointless, but whatever. Let me see. What did I miss? I was watching some guy dancing on... Oh my god, DDR. Holy... I have not watched DDR stuff in ages. That makes me feel so old. Don't ask how I got there in the first place. I was looking at fighting games and arcade. I mean, arcade games is where, yeah, the retro stuff comes in. Then it made me want to buy a metal DDR dance pad. So then I started oh no, how much are they? Can't justify it. Yeah, that's true. Your boiler, holy crap, and the expenses for it? That is expensive. I guess that's like one of the cons of owning property, I guess. Because when things break, you need to pay for it. But it's not too bad. Oh my god, that's so much money. What the frick? Pop out my chat. It's gonna make it easy for me to read through. Somebody's sleepy. Yeah. Woke up at 7 a.m, fed Dobby. Well, woke up at 7 a.m, took him out to go toilet, then gave him his breakfast, and made a coffee. Well, got ready for work essentially. And then made a coffee. And I just have bread. Oh no, he's so peaceful. What a life. What a life. All you do is eat, play, shit, pee, sleep. Sleeping like 18 hours a day. Which is how it should be when they're puppies, but I feel like sometimes Dobby doesn't sleep enough, so then he... Oh no. It's not that he gets agitated, but obviously when puppies don't sleep enough, they get this random boost of energy and you're like, please just calm down. Just sleep. Because he's teething too, so he lost one of his front teeth, like the fangs and the front tooth. So one side is growing in, which looks so funny. Thank you for the check-in, Empty Circle. Welcome in. Once again, if I suddenly go quiet, it's just because I suddenly got a call. You'll probably see my model like talking anyways, and you're like, oh, she's working. I think I have a team meeting today too. Do I? Not sure. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Hopefully my readings are working, but I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. But yeah, pretty much yesterday I didn't really have time to do anything myself. I worked, then afterwards fed Dobby his dinner shortly after, like 30 minutes after I took him for a walk. Came back, played with him because I don't know why, he still had a boost of energy, so I played with him until he was tired. Then finally cooked dinner at 8 o'clock. I'm like, what the fuck? And then ate dinner, sat at my computer for like 30 minutes or something. I think it was 30 minutes. So I barely did anything. I was just checking my emails and whatnot. Then after my partner came home, so then I heated up dinner for him and we just talked for a bit before we went to bed. Yeah, that's how mundane my life is. For those who think my life is interesting, it really isn't. It's like, oh my god, she's got a dog. Oh my god, food. Oh my god, she touches grass. Yeah, because I have to. Thank you for the check-in, Wave Melody. How are you? Welcome in. But yeah, today is a co-working stream, so I won't be talking too much throughout the stream today. Maybe during my breaks, we'll see, just because I do need to get food during my breaks. It's sometimes good to have a peaceful life, live longer. True. I don't even have time to go to the gym, so I'm like, what do I do? I mean, eat healthier, yeah. Technically, I get a little bit of exercise by walking Dobby, but I don't know, I feel so potato. I feel like a super potato. I at least want to lose a little bit of weight before we go to Colombia, or at least maintain my weight to be healthy. I'm in a healthy range, but I don't like where I'm at, if that makes sense. Because I'm short. For those who don't know, I'm 5 foot tall, which is like 153, 152 centimeters tall, which is quite short. So any weight that I gain just looks like I've gained double and I hate it. Like, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, bro, why do I have to look so chunky? But then you weigh yourself and you're like, hold up, I'm in a normal range. What the fuck? Thank you for the check-in, Draining. How are you today? You're a little bit taller than Dobby. If anything, Dobby's also prone to gaining weight, so that's... Oof. So what I know, on days where I give him more treats, I give him less food. Just, you gotta balance it out, otherwise he's gonna become so chunky. And then it's gonna be really hard for corgis to lose weight. He's a bit of a sleepy boy. Well, which is a good thing, he's due for his nap. But yeah, I'm trying to think, what is a healthy way to lose weight? I can't even fucking work out. I don't have the time to. It's so sad. Thank you for the 13 months training. I appreciate it. How are you? Wait, I just asked that. Jesus Christ. I don't know how to stream anymore, guys. It's been a while. But yes, thank you for the support. I'll be on and off with my mic just because if I take a call, I just have to mute myself. Otherwise, I'll be doxing people who call in. And also doxing the company I work for, which is kind of yikes. DDR. Those machines are so expensive. Plus, I don't have the room for one. Play PSVR games. Beat Saber. Ooh, true. But VR, I don't know. I'm afraid of getting a VR if I can even get one. They're really expensive. Just because I do have motion sickness, so probably not a good idea. You end up stepping on Dobster. Probably. He likes to follow me everywhere. Always following me. I'm always scared I'm gonna step on him. You know how dogs are, they just don't have any, not sense of direction, it's more they don't have spatial awareness. And because Dobby is, you know, he's very low to the ground, it's really hard to see him. And he's sometimes really quiet and you don't even notice he's behind you. You're like, where did you come from? So I always called him a little rat. He just comes out of nowhere and he's so quiet. Stepped on mine a few times, probably hurt my heart more than hurt. True, because they just whine for a little bit and they're over it. Yeah. Sorry, chat. Just got into a call. You know what's crazy? I don't know if you guys have heard how bad the bushfires have been. In Victoria, which is the state I'm in, it's pretty fucked. Which is not good. Let me see. Jump scares the shit out of me every time it happens and I get flustered and mad. Liz, it says BB. What is that? BB. BB. I can't read. Is that it? I don't know if that stands for something. Does that stand for something or am I stupid? Holy shit, my brain. I feel so old nowadays. BS. Had a call. A lot of people who are living in the fire zones. Thankfully, we're pretty lenient, so that we've put extensions on the fines for those who've been affected by their bushfire. It's be back in a bit. Ah, wait, that's a thing? Holy shit, I had no idea. Usually I just write be right back in a bit or be right back for a bit. I guess, I don't know. I know I'm getting old. I feel so old. I don't know a lot of these abbreviations anymore. But yeah, when I accidentally step on Dobby's paws, I feel so bad. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, don't hate me. But obviously they don't even care, they just get over it. It's a bit longer than a be right back, but I'm still here anyways, but I'll eventually have to step away. No, that's okay. It's all good. I'm pretty much just working, lurking, chilling. If it gets really busy later, it'll be really hard for me to unmute as well. Let me grab some food. What are you gonna eat, Nose? Speaking of, do you cook often, Nose, or have you just still been ordering takeout? That's crazy about the fires. Yeah, so it's so funny, Steve, if you guys, I'm sure you guys remember Steve, but Steve and like a few other people in our Discord, well, maybe you guys know about it too. The one day where Australia was the hottest country on earth was so fucked up. Like you just look, you look at the world map and then you look at Australia and it's just red. It's just fucking Satan. I'm like, what the hell? Because that day it was 45, 46 Celsius degrees. It was disgusting. What is that in Fahrenheit? Let me see. To Fahrenheit. That's 113 degrees Fahrenheit. It's disgusting. Yeah. We had short 3-day heat wave, but 2 days were 45 plus. And then with the winds as well, it didn't help. So obviously that caused the bushfire. And so basically one day we had 45 degrees. Then the next day was around 30 degrees and it was a really hot night. Plus really strong winds coming in, which was not helping with the bushfires. If anything, it kind of made it worse. And then I think it was the Friday where it was 45, 46, and that it was so fucked up. Like, there's no way you can tame those fires. I saw the picture. Yeah. There's like a whole graph of the world map too on that specific day. And everywhere else was kind of like yellow. You know how like it shows the temperature, I guess? It's like bluish, yellow, orange, and then Australia's red. I'm just like, help. Even the AC, like I feel like the AC was overworking itself. And the moment that it would just turn off just because it reached that temperature for like 2 minutes, holy shit, the apartment just got so hot. You walk outside of the apartment and in the hallway, it is horrible. It is disgusting. The moment you walk outside, you just feel like you can't breathe. And I was like, I'm not touching grass. Not today, buddy. I will melt. I would legit, your shoes would actually fucking melt. I know high 30s are bad even in yeah, anything over 40 is just, how is it even possible to reach that high? You know what I mean? You can literally fry an egg on the ground. It's ridiculous. And the location of where Australia is, I feel like it's so cursed because during the winter time, even though the temperatures, you know, I say it's 16 degrees and to you guys maybe it doesn't feel as cold when I say that, but because we get the Arctic winds or whatever it is, the ice winds, whatever you call it, we get like the frosty shit. So our winters feel so much colder than they actually are. So it will say like 16 degrees Celsius, but feels like 8 degrees. And you're like, what the hell is happening? And then the summer, you know, 30 degrees in another country maybe doesn't feel as bad, but anything for me over 28 degrees just feels horrible. And then 40 plus is just not, I don't want to exist. It's so gross. And you feel like you're getting fried outside. Like I actually got sunburnt the day that I went to watch my partner play soccer, and that day was like 30 degrees. And I thought it wasn't going to be that bad, but I felt like I was cooking in the sun. I don't know if Australia still has a hole in the ozone layer, but I'm pretty sure we're still one of the countries that are prone to skin cancer. It's just why? And then people think I'm crazy for preferring cold weather over heat. But think about it, you know? Cold weather, you don't feel disgusting. Yes, you're cold. I mean, sometimes you can feel a little gross if you're going outside and it's raining, but it's, you know, you get to stay home, you get to wear warm clothes, you don't sweat. You don't have to feel like you need to take 3 showers a day. It's just comfy. And then summer, oh my God, there's only so much you can tolerate. And when it's extreme heats, I feel so bad because I can't take Dobby out either because I don't want his paws to burn. Plus he's going to be so dehydrated. It's just not good for any pet owner to bring their pets out in that heat, you know? So we gotta endure this for another 2 months, I think, 2-3 months before it chills down. Praying things, I don't know. We'll see. The start to summer hasn't been good. So for sure we'll probably get more heat waves. And another thing with Australia is that our dams, I don't know if you guys call them dams over there, like the water. Yeah, the thing that has water in it. I'm sorry, I know I sound so uneducated. Yeah, so the percentage of water that we have in our dams is pretty low because during our winter we didn't get much rainfall. So they're thinking of putting water restrictions back on just due to how dry Australia is currently. And I remember the last time we dealt with something like that, which was really severe, but that was more than 10 years ago, I think. And I remember the restrictions. It was wild. Like everyone's grass was fucking dead. Yellow, dry, everything. And you had shower restrictions as well. I think you had to take, we had a timer that we had to put in our showers, and you had to time yourself taking that shower, and it was like 2 minutes and 30 seconds or about 3-minute showers. Yeah, just so that we could save water. Kind of crazy. I might get a call soon just because I've been waiting for one for at least 5 minutes now. So if I suddenly go mute, stupid call has come in. So growing up like Australia was the first place I knew of that was an example of the seasons being reversed, and it's all Santa in a swimsuit instead of his fursuit. Ever since then it seemed like a made-up place to me. I know, it's a little bit weird, huh, when you think about it, because when you think of Christmas you think of cozy weather, sitting around the fireplace, you know, pretty Christmas tree, Santa in his, you know, furry suit. Not furry suit, you know what I mean, like his red fluffy suit, I guess you can call it. But then in Australia, I mean, it's, you know, we still have Christmas as a tradition, but it's just a complete opposite. I always like to make the joke that when it's Christmas for the other side of the hemisphere, you guys get to surround yourself with, you know, around a nice fire. You guys get to eat a nice hearty meal. Yeah, and open gifts and not sweat your ass off. And then in Australia, for us, instead of sitting around a fireplace, we sit around an air conditioner. Which, honestly, it's pretty accurate. Just hilarious. They are dams here too. We have a lot of water restrictions in Texas too in the summer, but this is the land of everyone has a gun, so no one says anything unless someone's lawn looks super green. Holy. That sounds scary. Oh boy. I think I remember someone saying, or when they had visited America, or it was a family member, and she was saying how when she would, I forgot what area, but she was saying how everyone's front lawn just looks so green. Like it just looks so pretty, green, smooth, well maintained. And then in Australia, you know, with the restrictions, we can't always keep our front lawns clean. Not clean, sorry, green. Keep it maintained, yes, but can't always water them. Dobby's dreaming, guys. He's dreaming. I just hear his foot tappies. I don't know what you guys are seeing right now, because he's kind of under the chair for me. I can't really see what. Sorry, chat. Another call. Quick and easy, thank God. I hate the long calls though. I had a few frustrating calls yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, I was like venting to one of my co-workers about it too. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Let me just note these calls. Okay, what have I missed? I see his feet, he's moving, so cute. I know, it's so cute. Oop, other co-worker started. Oh my god, someone is freaking drilling in their apartment. Let's see, payment done. Done. Next. I was thinking for my co-working stream, I always feel like I always change the screen because I don't know what to put. Right now it's just Dobby Cam. I don't even know if he's still in the frame. Oh my god, I just realized he's sleeping on his back. I was thinking of maybe having videos play, but I don't know what videos. I'd have to find like a playlist of... I like watching food videos. I don't know if that's entertaining though. Just have like a kitchen nightmare marathon while I'm working, but I can't even hear the audio because I have to, you know, use my work laptop. Just checked my break times today. So my first break is at 10:30. So it's like an hour, well, 50 minutes from now. Then my lunch is 12:15. Then the last break is 3:15. Oh boy. So usually it's two 15-minute breaks and then lunch is 30 minutes. I wish lunch was 1 hour. That would be really nice. Like especially when you work from home, because you need time to, or if you don't meal prep, you gotta make time to cook and all that stuff. I don't know, I was thinking of meal prepping, but I don't know what I would cook, you know, to meal prep. Or I know people mostly do rice, chicken and greens. That's like the most simple one. And my partner doesn't really like to meal prep, so yeah, I don't know. And he prefers when meals are just cooked so it's hot instead of, you know, sitting in the fridge for days, which is fair, but meal prepping just makes things so much more efficient. I don't know if anyone's still in the chat. Anybody meal prep? Anybody? And what is that like? It's hilarious because I kind of meal prep for Dobby, But for his stuff, it's fairly easy because, like, for his snacks that I make, it's just I'll boil carrots and sweet potatoes and then I'll blend them up. What the hell? I just had a really weird inquiry. Huh. So this person got a fine from the Victoria Police, right? And then he was saying everything in that fine is correct except for his vehicle registration number. What the fuck? How do they mess that up? Huh? That's really odd. That is really strange. So I had to contact someone about that because I'm like, I've never had this inquiry before, so everything but vehicle registration. Oops. Okay, notes done. Whoops, I'm taking longer on my notes. That's like the hard thing when you're streaming co-working and you have to do your notes. Normally I do my notes within 15 to 30 seconds, but when I stream I like to yap. So then it goes to a minute or a minute 30. I'm like, oops, my bad. Let's see. It's so annoying because when they make inquiries like this and it's a Victoria Police fine, we don't work with them. So, you know, the guy was like, oh, how do I do that? Can you give me the number? It's like, do it your fucking self. Just Google. But instead I have to do it. I'm like, why am I doing it their job? It is not my job to look for this shit. It's my job to advise you on what to do and you need to do it. But, you know, sometimes people are just like, nah, can you do it for me? Can you do this? Like, you cannot believe how many people I get calling and, you know, we advise them on what they need to do, their options. And they're just like, why can't you do it? It's your job. It's like, no, it's not. It's not my job to dispute your fine. It's not my job to write an application for you. How does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, you get a customer calling in, for example, hey, I just got a speeding fine. You know, I don't believe the fine was fair. I want to dispute the fine. How do I go about that? Right? So then we tell them what you can do. And unfortunately, like I always tell them, because normally with these applications, we don't do that over the phone because obviously that application takes like 20 minutes plus, right? So I always tell them the application takes about 20 minutes to fill out and you need to do that on our website at blank. And then these people are just like, why do we have to do everything on the internet? Why can't you just write it for me over the phone? I'm like, what the how privileged do you think you are? What the hell? That's just weird, man. I'm not gonna sit here and write your circumstances of why you incurred this fine and why you think it's unfair. Like that's why I always say in your application, in your own words. It's in your own words. And then for those who want me to sit there for 20 minutes, I said, unfortunately, I cannot sit here with you while you do this application because it is in your own words and I've also got other customers to tend to because I do. It's just, I don't know, sometimes people can be just inconsiderate. And I cannot speak today. Inconsiderate. Like there are people who you can tell genuinely need the help and there are people who just think they're so fucking privileged and they talk down to you and they expect you to do everything for them and it's just so unfair. That's like, dude, the world does not revolve around you. We are all working. We're all having to do our own shit. Do you expect other people to do applications for you? That's crazy. Hire a lawyer at that point then. The fuck? Can you? That's how they get fines in the first place, the sense of entitlement and privileges. Exactly. I had one customer yesterday. It's an old guy, so he was about 60, 65 years old or so. And he was calling about his red light fine. And red light fines are usually more expensive, obviously, because you ran a red light, you know, being a danger to society, you could have killed someone, depending on the time elapsed, of course. But this guy was like, so I got a red light fine, and I'm willing to pay for it, but I don't want the demerit points to be applied to my license because I didn't kill anybody. Excuse me? What the fuck? What the hell? I don't know. I was just like, are you right in the head? Like, you still committed a fucking offense. Of course there's penalties. You know what I mean? I don't know how licenses work for you guys, but here, obviously, if you have speeding fines, red light fines, excessive speeding, alcohol, drug-related fines. Like, alcohol and excessive speeding is likely going to be a license suspension. And then, you know, your speeding fine that's like under 5 kilometers or 10, whatever, and red light fines. Red light fines are usually like $500 and something. Exactly, right? He's just like, I don't think it's fair that I should be losing my demerit points. Yeah, I ran a red light, but I didn't kill anybody. It's like, dude, you still committed an offense. What the hell? And this guy tried to dispute this fine, and they told him no, essentially, because it's a safety related matter. You could have actually killed someone when you ran a red light. What the hell? You could have caused a freaking collision with another car. That's crazy. Like, that's a different type of privilege that I have no clue about. Making up the rules as he sees fit. Exactly. He made himself judge and jury. Apparently so. So stupid. It's wild. So you get really questionable people coming in, and then you've also got a few elderly people who are just really stubborn and stuck in their own ways. Okay, fair enough, but when it comes to speeding and stuff like that, no, you should be learning and adjusting and just constantly keeping an eye on the road, because there was an old lady who got an excessive speeding fine, and that is a loss, not a loss of license, but it's a license suspension, whether that's 3 months or 6 months or 12 months, depending. And then she just didn't agree with it. And she's like, I've driven down this road, 40 years of my life. And since when did they change the speed limit or whatever she was saying? And she's like, never in my years have I ever gotten a fine driving through this road. It's like, okay, I understand that. However, the laws have fucking changed. Hello? Do you not keep up? What? Do you not look at the road? Do you not look at the signs? Hello? I'm just so confused by that, because you can't just say, oh, I've driven down this road 20 plus years, 30 plus years, 40 plus years, and I've never gotten a fine through this road. Why is it now that you got a fine? And it's like, well, if you open your eyes, you see the speed limit signs, do you not see any of that? There's no way you can miss it. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I was just like, yeah, no, I just, what? Jesus Christ. Ma'am, today there was a very inconvenient light that decided to turn red while I was driving. How dare that light turn red? I demand compensation for a jump scare. Thus, I think I should not pay you, but instead you pay me. That's the hilarious thing. People think we're here to take their money. Well, technically we are taking their money, but it's because they've, they sped, they ran a red light, they did drugs, they drank alcohol and drove, They committed an offense, and there's always a consequence for that. But then these people ring up being so angry, which is, yeah, okay, it's fair to be angry. But for those who are really unreasonable and just say, fuck you guys are stealing my money, blah blah blah. Like they just start talking about all this bullshit. They're like, we're gonna report you, we're gonna take you to court. It's like, okay, you can do that. Sorry, we're just following legislation. There's nothing else I can tell you other than it's legislation. It's crazy. Especially for the ones who try to fight their conviction fines. Bro, what? Like, how is it my problem that you decided to do drugs and drive and then you got caught? That's not my problem, you know? And they're also angry about it. It's like, well, that was your decision and it was a really silly decision, but now that's your consequences. You lost your license. And they're just so unhappy about it. Yeah. Just very interesting when you deal with privileged people who think they, I don't know, think they know the law, but then they've still committed a crime essentially, and it's just like, what? And then you get people saying, can I talk to your manager? Like they refuse to talk to me and they think like I'm low class or whatever, and they're like, they think a manager can wipe off their fines or just instantly delete the fines. It's like, no, we will tell you the exact same thing of what you're inquiring about because it's legislation. We cannot change the law. What the hell? But then they think, oh, let me talk to your manager, and you're thinking they can, you know, just do whatever the fuck they want, get rid of your fines just like that. It's not how it works. Maybe if you go talk to a police officer that's maybe corrupt, I don't know, maybe? Weird. Really strange. They will out Karen you. Tell them your Karen feels stronger. I'm not here to fight Karens. I just tell them what it is, the advice, and that's it. If you're not happy with it, I also tell them you're more than welcome to file a complaint, you know? If you're not happy with your outcome, if you're not happy with the process, if you're not happy with the law, file a complaint. Simple as that. Because we're co-working. Got a bit busy, but I knocked them all out. Nice. Yeah, because your job, do you just mostly organize and then just pack orders? You don't have to really deal with anyone, you don't have to talk to anyone? I'm hoping the company I work for starts hiring for back of house stuff. Please. I don't want to constantly take calls, man. It's painful. I don't know, like I want to do something like maybe data maintenance. I think you guys say data. Yes, Aussies say data. I don't know. I don't know what that really entails, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be something I'd be into. Because I like being organized, so maybe data maintenance would be good. What do you guys think? I don't know. Please give me some type of back of house job. Oops. Let me see. I missed a few things. Sounds like it. Head of schedule at work, so I'm mainly chilling. Our service went down 2 weeks ago for a whole week. I feel like your servers are always going down. What's going on over there? Took me 2 days to fulfill every order that was backed up. That's not too bad. Not bad at all. No says you're looking to transfer to a different role. I'm hoping if the company does advertise for a different role, like maybe a back of house role, I want to try to apply for it. But yeah, I was saying I'm maybe interested in something like data maintenance. And then someone said maybe do or try for data analyst if they advertise for it. But I don't even know what that job, like what is that role? Especially as a data analyst, I'm not sure. My TL said like I would probably be good at data maintenance because I'm quite organized. Yeah, but in my brain I'm like I really don't know what that role entails, but definitely if it's something back of house, I want to try for it. How's the temperature over there anyways today? Ours has gone a little less cold. Today is currently 22 degrees. It will be a little bit warm. I don't know, Melbourne weather is very up and down. And then by the end of the week, it's going to get hot again. But in the next week, for sure, we'll heat up. I'm just hoping we don't have any 40 plus weather days because it's not helping the bushfires and for how dry Australia is. Hold on one sec. And Megid, I'm back. Sorry. Someone was ringing on the intercom. Probably saw a jump scare of my fucked up legs because Dobby scratched up my legs. Oh, welcome in, Red Nova. Dobby says, where you go, mama? You disturbed the sausage. Let me see. Oh, thank you, Draining, for the gifted sub for Nose. Hype train? Wait, why is there a hype train? What's going on? What's happening? I feel like it's so easy to trigger the hype train, huh? I think it's because it's on the minimum. I could be wrong though, I'm not sure. I actually haven't checked the settings for that. Data analyst, data entry. Is that hard? I actually don't know. Is that a hard job? I mean, obviously all jobs are hard in their own ways, but I don't know what I would excel at, you know? Kick says it wasn't bad because I'm good at my job. Other people would have mental breakdowns. I knocked out 400 plus packages within 2 days. Holy, that's crazy. No, not really. Boring. Entering data into forms basically. Ah, okay. I guess for that you just have to be self-sufficient, huh? Oi, oi, oi. Currently waiting for a call. How is Dobby doing? Oh, he's laying in his bed. Nice. I think for those who weren't here, I'm currently teaching him how to go to place. So like a safe spot for him, just because we didn't crate train him. So obviously I want him to know to go to, you know, you point and just say place and he'll know that it's a safe place for him, if that makes sense. And it'll help when, for example, if we have guests come over too, or like any distractions. So that's currently a thing I'm trying to teach him. But obviously he doesn't stay there for too long. He'll start moving because I don't have a release command for him. So right now I just let him kind of sit there and he'll just walk off whenever. And because corgis, holy shit, they are very food orientated, but sometimes that can really fuck up the training because they're constantly expecting food, you know? So I try not to give too much. And plus for him to go to place and once he lays down, he's pretty chill, he's pretty relaxed, which is good. Because it's kind of how you want them to be. If he's constantly hyped up, oh boy, it's going to be very stressful. Boy Dobby. The fuck is mum talking to you? Exactly. No, but he always hears me every day talking to customers, so yeah. Oh, look at him now, he's crying because he wants more treats. That's what I mean with him. He just thinks I'm going to constantly give him treats. It's just like, bruh, you're born a fat fuck in your life or something. What's going on? Oh, he's going back to his bed. There you go. But yeah, Teeks, did you have any unique commands for your dog or Nose as well? Or did you guys mostly just have really basic commands for them? Right? Same with Dobby, he has a little bit of selective hearing, especially if he knows he's gonna get a treat. He's like, nah. And I just stare at him, I don't, because obviously when you say a command, you give him at least 30 seconds. And I'll just wait. I don't give a shit. I'm not giving you a treat until you sit. I'm trying to teach him to go down, but it's like impossible. I don't know why he doesn't want to lay down. Like, you know how you put him in the sit and then they don't want to go down. I'm just like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Dobby? He knows paw, he knows stay and wait, essentially the same thing, I guess. We kind of taught him too, just because Felipe's mum and her husband, sometimes they switch the words. So it was like, okay, I'm going to try to teach him the word stay now for his wait, so that he'll associate two of those words to just wait. What is it? So sit, paw, wait, and stay. Currently kind of working on place, also currently working on his recall, which is like Dobby come and you stick your hand out and he'll run to you. But it's really hard to train that because you need to do that outside as well, because you need to increase the distance so that they know. You gotta get them to sit, stay, then trick him to move his paw forward. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to do, but he doesn't want to do that. I don't know if you heard him. He's making... Corgis make the funniest sounds. God damn it, I got a call like 1 minute before my break. I hate when that happens. What the fuck? That happened yesterday too. 1 minute before I was going to finish work, I got a call. I was like, fuck. But obviously with that, you can submit a leave, not a leave form, it's like a log out form. And then you can be paid overtime for it, which is good because you'll always be paid, you know, over the time that you do finish. He's attention seeking. Does he need to pee? No, he's already peed. Yeah, I took him out just before when I came back with the package. So he had a big pee, a big old wee. Usually if he does really need to go, for example, needing to poop, he'll have like this type of whine and you just know he needs to go to the toilet. But no, he's all good. He is all good. Let me just finish this. Okay. You can trick them to lie down by telling them to sit and stay exclusively, then put a treat just far enough out of reach of his front paws. He'll try to stretch for it, which in turn will make him lay down flatter. That's true. This guy is so long. Do you guys see what he's doing? He's like biting his little bone. He's a long boy. But yeah, don't worry. He does not sleep in that bed. And obviously you can tell he's outgrown that bed. It's just a bed for his quote place for now. Eventually we're going to get him an elevated bed. Yeah, stretch sausage. Teach him how to file taxes. What the fuck, Opal? I wish, man. Can he file my taxes? What the hell? I hate it. But yeah, right now, I'm teaching quite a few things actually. So place is still quite inconsistent, but that's okay because that just eventually takes time, and I do need to train him. So usually before I walk him, I'll have him sit and stay before I release him, so he can, because I don't want him to run out the door when we open the door. So I've been trying to like open and close the door and have him sit and stay so that he knows, you know, that he's not allowed to leave unless I walk out and give him the release command, which is just go, literally just go. Another one is when I'm playing like tug of war with him. It's more so like about impulse control. So like I'll play with him, he likes to like rough play or whatever, fuck up the rope, whatever it is, and then I'll stop and then I'll teach him how to drop it, which he's actually doing pretty well on. Yeah, he's got good control, which is great, because you don't want a dog that just does not give a fuck and does not listen to you and just, you know, eats other people's food, fucking takes the other dog's toys. That's not what you want. Anyways, how have you been, Opal? I'm actually just on my break, so I'm just gonna quickly get a snack. Probably just get yogurt or something. And I'll open my package because I think it's the doggy stuff. Let's see. Doing quite fine. And I'll also get a cup of water too. Jesus Christ. My throat is so dry. Doing quite fine. That's good. It's been a while. Okay, one sec. I'm gonna be right back. I know when I walk out the door, he's gonna follow me. So I'll just be right back real quick. I am back. Man, my break's over already. What is this bullshit? 15 minutes goes by so fast. I just got myself a yogurt. And then I gave W a frozen carrot. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna quickly open this thing, because I think it's Dobby's water bottle. Sorry if that's like super loud. Ooh, it is nice. And like his treat patty or something. And they gave me some poop bags. Nice. I will take it. And then we have his travel bottle as well. It's like a silicone travel bottle, pet travel bottle, just so we can carry water. Because the old one, he broke it because it was plastic. So I was like, okay, I think we should just get a silicone one. But yeah, this one, it stretches out, I think. And then obviously once there's no water, you can just kind of make it small, which is nice. And then poopy bags. We have so many poop bags. Because we had a friend who used to have a dog, and he unfortunately had to give his dog away just because his work-life balance was getting too busy, so he couldn't have his dog anymore. He had a really big dog too, so it was very high maintenance. So he had a few doggy supplies that he gave us, which was really sweet. So we have extra doggy pee pads, a fuck ton of poop bags, which is good. Can't go wrong with them. And then I think shampoo. What else? Yeah, those are the only things I can think of. Dude, this dog is so fat. Why? Let me eat my yogurt. It's not for you, Dobby. What a chunk. Okay, back to work I go. He keeps going to me because I'm eating my yogurt. That's like the one thing that's really annoying. Like, I gave him a snack already, and you're still wanting snacks. What the fuck? Let me eat my snack. It is not for you. He used to cry a lot too, and it's just like, holy shit. The attention seeking is real. Can you be nice? Be nice. Come on. Stop being so fussy. This guy can't make up his mind. He wants to sit on my lap, then he doesn't, and I'm in a call and he's fucking crying and barking and ugh. And I'm having to apologize to the customer because of that. Like, that's like the one thing, the con about having a puppy. They are so unpredictable. They're like toddlers. They just can't stay still. He's like climbing on my back. Holy shit. Wanting to climb up the chair. Now he wants to lay on my lap. What is happening, huh? What's wrong with you, Dobby? You want to pick one? Hmm? What happened, huh? Yes. Do you want to go off or do you want to sit on my lap? Which one, Dobby? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take you off the chair. Because my legs are in pain because of his freaking claws of nails. You gotta scratch up my legs. And it's warm, it's not like I can wear long pants. Yes. He just wants attention. He just wants attention. Huh? He just wants attention. My goodness. Did I miss any messages while I was in a call? I don't think so. What was I gonna do? You know what's hilarious? The last customer I just had, she got a fine for having a portable, cannot speak, a portable device on her lap, right? So then I had advised her to log on to view the image of that offense. And little does she know I can see it. And then she's like saying, that's not my phone. I would never have my phone there. Which is bullshit because it clearly shows a phone on her lap. And then she's saying it's not. And then she was saying how do you expect us to look at maps or directions on our phone? Then I said, well, you need to buy an approved mount for your phone to, you know, put on your, like the dashboard of your car. Hello? I don't even drive and I know that you need to have an approved mount for your fucking phone, like with full license. So I don't know what she's on. Crazy, man. And then I just hear her talking to her boyfriend or whoever it is, and she's like, that's fucking ridiculous. It's like, dude, I can hear you, but okay. And she's like, oh, sorry. Sorry, my ass. You just don't want to cop a $600 fine for having a phone on your lap. It's like, the evidence is right there, but you want to fight it. Dobby, can you chill out, please? Can you chill out, please? Be nice. Don't cause me so many problems when I'm at school. Do you want to sleep? What do you want to do, huh? Being so fussy, you need to sleep. You look so cute right now, but I can't even show chat. He hardly fits in my lap. What the fuck? I can't show my screen. I don't have a blur, so that's a problem. Hold on a second. Why are you so fussy? Yeah? What are you doing? Why are you so fussy, little rat? Huh? Why are you so fussy? Why do you want to fight sleep? Excuse me, I'm in my pajamas. Yeah. Why are you so fussy? You want to hide? You want to hide? Where he's laying on you. Yes, Dobby. They are so fucking fussy. Why are you sniffing the microphone? He's licking the microphone. Hello? Yes, Dobby. Dog sniffing ASMR. Hi, Nyan. Welcome in. Oof, I just had a bit of a difficult call. Sorry, the camera angle is a little bit weird because this spoiled guy wants to sit on my lap, but then he also wants to cry and get off. But then when I move him, he wants to stay on my lap. So I'm like, which is it? Dobby, make up your mind. This spoiled boy. Gotta do notes. What are the notes for this one? Shit. I'm sleepy. It's not too busy right now, but I know around lunchtime we'll get busier. Thank you for the check-in, Steve. How are you? Did you just wake up? Back to classes. Have a good day. Thank you, Steve. Oh man, classes are not fun at all. Oh yeah. It's weird. I don't want it to be busy, but at the same time, when it's quiet, you just feel so tired. And plus, the time goes by really slow. I have my lunch at 12:15, so it should be 25 minutes or so. Yeah. What was I gonna say here? He's only taken one nap. I think it was for an hour. And then after a while he's supposed to take another one. But if not, then his lunch is due when I have lunch as well. And then probably after that he will finally sleep. Oh my god, chat. I got a fucking 15-minute call finally off work. On the way home, catch you when I'm home. Okay, drive safe. Thank you for the check-in, Liko. Sorry, I was in a really fucking long call and she was giving me brain damage. fuck? People who don't have common sense. Oh my god. So annoying. I don't know. Some people just like to blatantly lie about certain things, about their offenses. And it's hilarious because they're like, I had no idea about these fines. And then you check the audit and you're like, yes, you did, you fucking moron. No offense. Toxic Kimmy about to come out because what the fuck? You cannot say, I didn't know about these fines. I never got these fines. And then it's like, you check the audit and you see that they've attempted to dispute the fines. They've tried to do a court request. What the fuck? If you didn't know about these fines, then you wouldn't have tried to dispute the fines in the first place. Bro, what? Explain yourself. That just screams guilty. And then she's like trying to get her husband or her partner to confirm that she was unaware. It's like, huh? What's his word against yours gonna say? The fuck? Weird. And it just doesn't help that they're not nice about it either. Like, they're so fucking pissy. It's like, okay, first of all, I'm only here to help you. You don't need to be all fucking pissy and bitchy about it. And also, don't fucking lie about it either, because how can I help you if you're lying? You know what I mean? I can't advise them on the things that they can do now because they've said a lie. Huh? People. Just take responsibility for your fines. And then she got a toll fine. She lives in New South Wales, so I'm like, okay, that already answers my question. She obviously drove through Melbourne, drove to a toll and didn't pay for it, right? And she's like, what does this offense mean? Like, that's the way she's talking. I don't know how the fuck, huh? And also when you drive through a toll zone, you know, like it's pretty obvious when you drive through a toll, right? And then she's like, what does this offense mean? It doesn't make sense, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay. It means that you had either driven in a toll zone and your e-tag, like the device that you have in your car, did not have any funds on it, or if it happened to be faulty. If you don't have a device, then you likely maybe drove through a toll zone and you decided, fuck it, I'm not paying for the infringement. The toll agency then sends out infringement notices, quite a few of them, before they get transferred to us. And when it transfers to us, it's hundreds of dollars. It's like, dude, you had so many chances and now you're saying, I had no idea. What does this mean? Huh? And then her excuse is that, well, I'm from Sydney. I don't understand tolls. Bitch, what? You drove through Melbourne, you drove through a fat ass toll zone. There are signs, dude. You can't miss it. I don't drive, but shit, you don't miss that sign. Dumbasses. Dumbasses, I swear to God. It's like, I wish I could tell them that you're just being a fucking idiot, but I can't. I just have to be professional about it and be like, well, this is just what it means. And it's like, well, I can't really say whether you actually didn't pay for it or you did. Whatever. Thank you for the check-in, Oki. I'm like venting to myself. And also, I also had another customer who had called in about the speeding fine that they incurred in Melbourne, and they're from New South Wales as well. And they're like, I think this is pretty unfair for going five over, like 5 kilometers over. It's like, okay, yeah, I guess, but still, you still went over the speed limit. You know what I mean? If you go over any speed limit, you're going to get a fine for it. And then they were saying, well, in Sydney, we don't do that. It's like, well, you drove in Melbourne. That's legislation. I'm sorry. What the fuck? It's like, mate, you got a fine. Just pay for it. Fuck. It's really not that hard. Don't use excuses of, oh, back in my day, I drove on these roads for 30 years of my life and at no point the speed had changed. Well, it has changed now, bitch. Or, oh, I live in Sydney. I had no idea that you get fines for going over 5k. Okay, but this is a Victorian fine, so, you know, either way you got a fine. Take responsibility. Or another one. Oh, I don't live in Victoria, but we do drive to Melbourne from time to time. Why do we have toll fines? Because you drove through a motherfucking toll zone. What the hell? Hey, yay. Well, it is what it is. I'm gonna go heat up lunch. People are, I don't know, people are funny, to be honest. I'm also gonna feed Dobby his lunch, so be right back, chat. Be back in a moment. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to get pollies, and Steve is also helping me do dailies as well. Want an M3? See, I would like to M2, but money says no. Pools probably say no. We'll see when we get there. Holy shit. And because Felipe and I are saving for Colombia this year as well, so we're trying to put a little bit more into our joint account. Yeah, at least to be able to get the tickets, hopefully. And the problem is our lease ends around October, and honestly, I'm gonna just say guaranteed we're gonna go to Colombia in December. Even if we're broke as fuck, we're gonna go, because Felipe has not gone back home since he's arrived in Australia, so he definitely misses his the rest of his family. So his grandma, his cousins, his aunties and uncles, plus a few family members on that side have also gotten sick as well, so he wants to be able to go and see them before it's too late, you know? Because I mean, no one's getting younger. Aunties and uncles are getting older, your grandparents are getting older, so yeah, exactly. So we're trying to save as much as we can, but with I'm sure you already know about this bullshit about the Venezuela blah blah blah. I don't want to get into politics and America stuff, right? Because of that whole incident, there are no flights from, I guess, layovers in America to go to Colombia because of that whole incident. I don't know if that makes sense. It's just Trump has affected many things. So if we're looking to do another route, it's actually more expensive. Yeah. Just reminded me, I'm turning 25 in May. Hello, you're still young. The fuck? Yeah, so that whole stuff going on there has affected a lot of flights. It's a bit of a hassle as well if you do travel to America for a layover, so Colombian citizens have to apply for a visa as well. But we don't know if we should still do that route simply because there are no flights there, and if there are, I think it's much more expensive now because of the political stuff that's happening. Yeah. That's just an insult, man. Hello? I don't even own a home. The fuck? I don't know, buying a home just seems so unreasonable for how much it costs now, but Felipe also wants to look in Colombia. He may want to buy property there and maybe like pretty much an investment property, have it as an Airbnb and stuff like that, and make passive income. So that's something he wants to look into once we travel there. Okay, somewhat short call. Nice. Sorry, I had to like stop talking. Still annoying. Okay. Hold on, let me catch up to what you wrote, Teeks. Fucking hell, so much talking, my throat is sore. Pricing here and in US, in Australia is expensive. We damn near live in the same fucking world. Yeah, he can because Colombia does have plenty of land you can invest. Yeah, that's what he's wanting to do. And also as a backup, I cannot speak, man. Has a backup option too. So I have a buddy who owns a whole strip of land in Mexico next to the beach. It's 400k in the total USD, but he knows that can... okay. I think for Felipe's case, he just wants to buy an investment property, not exactly like a plot of land. Unless he wants to build, but I think it's mostly he just wants to buy an apartment or a house or something and then rent it out to people. Dobby's still chomping on that pig's ear. I cut it in half too. It's kind of crazy how long they take to eat it, which is a good thing. It's a good distraction for them. But yeah, I would love to one day own a home, but very expensive. How much are you wanting to spend on a home, Teeks? Sorry, I know every time I mute myself you probably hear how loud the fan is. I have it on turbo because it's fucking hot. I'm so confused when people call up about their payment arrangement that they just recently set up and they're like, I don't remember if it was a direct debit. Huh? You had to call us to set that up too. I don't know how you forget, especially for something as important as a payment arrangement for your fine. That's wild. Okay. 300 to 400k. Okay. I'm watching football in your stream, so you're good. Okay. Yeah, I try to talk when I can. I had like a full-on fucking random rant earlier. I was like talking to myself essentially. Is it similar where you guys are, where you need to have at least, I think it's a 15% deposit? Yeah, you need to provide at least 15% or something. At least here you do. I think minimum is 10%, but ideally, obviously, you want a little bit more. 15% if you can, or any more if you can. Fuck, that's so much money. Yeah, pretty much 10%. That's what my my friend did as well. So she's been living at her house for, sheesh, I think it's been, let me think. I think she's been there since she was 25 or so. Yeah, been like 5+ years. But she lives really far. But yeah, essentially I think she saved about 10% for the down payment. And then now you're just having to pay your mortgage. But she's also been really good with saving money too, because she has made many renovations to her property. I fucking hate indecisive people. Holy shit. Welcome in, Shido. I'm so sorry if I've replied really slow. I'm just muted on and off. Just because I do need to take calls during work. But I just had the most infuriating call. Like, seriously? Can you fucking make up your mind? Because it's not really a bad call, but it's just like they're so fucking inconsiderate. You know what I mean? And because we have to read scripting for payment arrangements and stuff like that to confirm card details or whatever, right? So I had already asked the question, would you like to set up your payment plan as fortnightly, which is bi-weekly, or monthly payments, and then how much can you afford? What date would you prefer to start that payment on? Blah, 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 right? And then after that, I confirm all the details. They're like, yeah, that's good with me. Okay. Submit it, submit the application, read the last script, and they're like, oh, hold on, can I change the date? Fucking mate, I fucking asked you 3 different times, you fucking cunt. What the hell? Hello? Like, huh? And mind you, he let me read the entire fucking script. At no point he was like, oh sorry, can we just quickly change the fucking date? If you had just done that, that would have just made my job so much easier. But no, you had to fucking say it after I submit the application. So then when you say that, I have to cancel the application, put a cancellation form through, then submit a new one, and then reread everything again. I'm like, oh my fucking God. And then, oh, it's so annoying. And so I have to speed up my reading because my time is like over the normal amount because it fucking took 15 fucking minutes. It's so ridiculous. And he's like, can you slow down? I'm like, sir, it's the same scripting. You've already heard this the first time. I just have to read it again because you decided to change your payment plan. Jesus. Like the second time I have to read that shit, I'm just gonna speed up my reading because I don't give a fuck. Fuck off. Like, make a decision. Seriously. Yes, Dobby. You need to go shit. Go outside. Humans. Inconsiderate humans. And you know what the hilarious thing is? When I do mention the script, we always read out the payment arrangement number, and I always tell them, don't worry, I will repeat the number after so you can note it down. I always say that, right? And then the moment I start reading the script and the number, and they're like, hold on, can you slow down? I need to write down the number. It's just like, did you not fucking listen to what I just told you? I will repeat the number. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? They never listen. They just, I don't know why. What a fucking waste of time. Goddamn. It's like, dude, don't waste my time. Just get to the point, get the things done, and then we move on. It's just really frustrating when you deal with it for multiple times a day. You know what I mean? After a while, I'm just like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Some people who just want to keep yapping. Oh my god. I'm just like, dude, shut up. I don't give a shit about your life story. I'm not your therapist, first of all. That sounds so rude, I know, but you know what I mean? You've called up a company who handles your fines. We are not your therapists. We are also not people who deal with your abuse and your nasty ass language, because I don't fucking pick up the phone and be like, hey cunt, what do you want? You want some fucking help, bitch? No, that's not how we handle our calls. But instead, these fuckers call and be like, oh, you fucking people are stealing our money. It's like, huh? No, we're not, but alright. If that's what you believe, sure. Fucking weird. Of energy now. I swear to god, if he starts biting his bed. Please. This is not the Kimmy I met back in the day. What do you mean, Satori? I feel like I'm the same though. No, I was just describing a horrendous call I have from some people because I'm currently working. I got the zoomies, man. You got the zoomies. Do you have the zoomies? Yes. Or are you just saying thank you for your pig's ear? How have you been, Satori? Oh my god. Hey, if I suddenly mute, it's because I've gotten into another call. You probably are, but I haven't heard from you in ages. I know, it's been so long. Are you still playing Final Fantasy? I haven't touched that game in years. Yes, Dobby, why are you crying for? This puppy wants attention. How have things been? Things have been better, I'd say. They were shit for a while, but definitely better now. Yeah, I don't know. What is much of a update from me is that I got a puppy, I think about 3 months ago. He's 5 months old now. It's kind of crazy. You'll see him like walking around. It's a corgi puppy, and his name is Dobby. Oh no, not the agile. Wait, am I still in an ad? I actually don't know. Why are you crying, buddy? You just got a pig's ear. What more do you want from me? What's going on? He's a little fatty. I know, he's crying. Which I don't know why. Hi. Great to hear he's a sweet boy. He's super cute. Yes, Dobby. It's so cute when he does this. I don't know if the camera can see that. He's just standing. He always does that with me. Yes, Dobby. Yeah, we got good balance. Be careful. Be careful. This guy. No, Cole. Oh, this caddy is so cute. It's so funny because on the side it says eat, drink, poop, repeat. That's so funny. It's because one side holds poop bags and the other side holds treats. Lovely. And then you just attach it to the lead. I think I need to get Dobby a new lead though, because the current one is kind of when he pulls on it, it has a little bit of a oh shit, I got a call. Hold on. Oof. I'm so sorry, I just missed I think Sota just came in. Hello. I don't know if Sota's still here, but hello. Sorry, I just got into a call for work. And it was fucking 10 minutes. 10 minutes of my life gone. I'm just kidding. No, I feel kind of sorry for this person's situation because he's calling on behalf of his dad, and his dad is diagnosed with Alzheimer's, so you know he's not in his right mind, and he incurred a bunch of fines. He had an expired disability permit and was not aware of it because at the time he had undiagnosed Alzheimer's, so that's a little bit oof. Yeah, painful. I don't even know. I was like, what the fuck? How do you even deal with that? And then the son who was calling on behalf of his dad, his mother passed as well. So essentially what happened was his mother had passed, and then which his mum obviously kept his dad in check with everything, you know, always kept him busy. And then after she passed, things kind of just went downhill, which is really unfortunate. And then he had undiagnosed Alzheimer's. So yeah, so he has to fight these fines. And hopefully they are successful. I mean, some of these have been successful because obviously they have taken his dad to the doctors about it. They have doctor's notes, all these supporting documents. So I think he would be fine. But for some fines from a council, they're a little bit more tough. So I can't say for sure whether they'll be accepted. Oh, you can only hope the best. Okay, that is done. Process done. Next. I think search is gone. But yeah, anyways. The dog caddy is so cute though. Man, eat, drink, poop, repeat. Must be nice. What a life. Oh yeah, I was saying I need to get a new lead for Dobby because the one that we currently have has a bit of a, what do you call it? To have him not pull on the lead too much, you need to buy like a flat lead which doesn't have any resistance to it, so when you do like a little bit of a snap he will feel it, instead of the one that we currently have, because when he does pull it kind of, what's the word, It's not bounce. There's a, I don't know what it's called, but there's not much resistance for when he pulls, so I think that's why he's just used to, like, he just thinks it's okay for him to do that. Whereas if we have a flat lead where there's no resistance and he pulls, he's definitely going to feel the discomfort and he'll realize, oh shit, this is uncomfy, I should not be pulling on the lead. So I'm like, fuck, gotta get another lead. That's great fun. Pain. I don't know why I feel so tired. I slept a decent amount for once today. Maybe it's just all the sleep debt. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. Don't mind me, I'm just kind of yapping to myself. Okay, next done. Next. Thank you, next. I wish calls were always simple, it would be really nice. How many hours left? I have a little less than 4 hours left of work. It's still a lot though. Oops. Okay, done. Payment inquiry, save. Okay. Are you still playing TFT? If you guys hear knocking in the background, it's the fucking neighbors probably doing construction. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was saying earlier, with the trip to Colombia in December, man, it's a bit of a tight schedule as well because it's going to depend, like our apartment lease ends on October, and depending on how much rent is increased will really decide whether we have to move or not. Or what I suggested to my partner was that because it's so close, you know, and we'll be going to Colombia for at least a month, so you know, you gotta prepare well in advance for that, and it's just too close of a time frame to be moving, unpacking, packing and all this shit, preparing things for Colombia. So I think once the lease ends, we'll probably go into a month-to-month basis lease, like a month-to-month lease, sorry, so that, you know, we have time for when we come back to look for apartments and then can easily get out of, because it's not a lease for 12 months anymore. So as long as we give a 30-day notice of move, that should be fine when we come back as well. It'll just give us time. Yeah, plus gotta save money, especially after going to Colombia. Holy fuck. Probably going to be broke as hell. My brain is dying. How are you guys functioning today? Yeah, it's okay. I feel like the time is somewhat flying by fairly quick, which is good. But yeah, it's a bit ugh. So many things, so much to do. I might nap and leave stream open. It's 7 p.m. but I feel sleepy. Oh god. You're a normie, what happened? Wait, what is the latest that you stay up nowadays? Honestly, that's kind of the same with me. I stay up maybe 2 a.m. unless I have energy. Especially if I have a day off. Then I think the latest I've stayed up was 4 a.m. And by that, at that point, I just collapse in bed. I just lay down and I die. Lordy Lord. I think. Hold up a sec. Okay, how long have we been streaming, chat? I'll probably end it here, to be honest. Let me just check real quick. Because my room's getting too warm. I think I should be ending it here. They'll be sleeping. Lock in for the rest of the day. Yeah, pretty much. Man. How exhausting. But no, it's okay. I hope you had fun just, I guess, chilling with me or AFKing with me. Co-working. Life comes first. Yeah. Normally when I do co-working streams, I do about halfway through work and then I end. Or sometimes I'll stream all the way right to when I end, but I think the room is getting way too hot right now, so definitely need to stop that for now. PC's like bleh, wanting to mount the room. It's cool vibing, ain't much time for me to do, so I don't mind hanging out. Yeah, I feel like nowadays with all of us, you know, with full-time jobs, there's really no time to do anything, so sometimes you just want to chill and vibe and not do much at all. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I didn't talk too much. I tried to in between calls. And then would just kind of yap to myself. I need to get used to yapping again because holy shit, my throat is dying. No worries. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for dropping by. Well, thank you for just lurking the entire time actually. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon or see you in the next one for sure. Yeah. I want to eventually stream my Shunguan pools. I just don't know when. We'll see. We'll see when that time comes. Yes. Thank you, thank you. Bye boy. Bye everyone. Thank you for the lurkers. And thank you for the resubs as well. And I think someone followed earlier. But yeah, thank you guys. Much appreciated. See you in the next one. See you guys. Don't be dead asleep, guys. He looks real comfy. Alright. Bye everybody. Data maintenance is more like IT kind of deal. I think it's in the realm of IT for sure, but I think you're more so organizing stuff with the files, right? I could be completely wrong. Maybe Nose knows about it. Maybe, yeah,